All of you, welcome back to your first ever AI-powered code editor for Solidity Smart Contract Auditing. It has multiple features where you can able to connect and get the existing contract right here in the dashboard where you can able to do the auditing, take the analysis, and then you can build on top of it. So let me give you a complete walkthrough that what are the feature and functionality we have included in terms of getting the existing contract, writing contract, getting the price of the exchange for a specific token. That's all the feature we have included. So when you will come back to the application, this is how exactly it would look. We'll have our sidebar with multiple options. You will have a project section. From there, you can able to create a project or you can simply open your existing project. So for example, if I want to open a folder, I can click here and I can give the name of the folder. We'll say Solidity and click on this create and it will create a folder. If I want to create a folder inside this particular folder, I can do that. I can click here and I can give the click on this create. I have created another folder. So this is how you can create a nested folder inside a folder. If you want to create a file, you can simply select and you can create a file. So we'll say file.js or you can create a sol file and you can click on this create. And here you have created your folder. So if you click here, you will have your file which you have created. So this is how we can create folder and file in the project. So if I come back to my contract section, then you will find that I have already a couple of contract which I have created and have done the auditing. So I can simply select, and this is the simple ERC20 token contract. And this is the token ICO contract. It's pretty huge. You can able to find out and you can see all of these comments which we have included in this particular project. So if you haven't watched this project, make sure to watch it. In that we have discussed about this particular smart contract. So this is how user can do it. So you can simply write your contract. For example, I want to create, I can simply select the folder and I can create a file. So I'll say solidity.sol or you can simply create the file and it will be created a file. Now you can simply type or writing the code. So you can type whatever you want. So you can simply type or you can simply come back here. You can, if you want to get this or you want to get this license identifier, simply copy this one, come back here and you can paste here. So this is how you can simply write your smart contract right up here in this particular code editor. And you can click on the save. Once you will click on the save, it will be automatically saved. And here we have this AI analysis section. So for example, I want to come back here in the ERC20 token and I want to do the analysis. So I'll simply close all of this existing tab and I want to do the analysis of this. So it's already saved. I can click on this analysis. It will come back to the analysis section and you will find the contract is already there. All I have to do is to simply click on this analysis. The moment I will click here, you will find that it's going to make a call and it's going to analysis the entire smart contract. It's doing the analysis of the smart contract. Once it will do the complete analysis, I'll get the complete report about this particular smart contract. So you can do the analysis of any contract which you can select here. So you can able to find the models, the latency and the variables which we have used. So it's going to describe every single variables, that what it mean, what exactly it's doing, and that's all you will find. So you can simply come back here. You can simply select the contract which you want. For example, I want to select this one. This is quite huge, so I have done the restriction on my AI model. So I can simply click on this analysis and here you will find that automatically it will fetch out into the AI section, and the moment I will do the analysis is going to simply throw me an error because I have restricted my prompt. So it's a huge line. So you can break down the entire application into a small section. So it's really powerful. Okay, so you have seen this one. So how you can create a project, how you can create a folder and file structure. This looks absolutely great. Now you can come back to the next section, which is the wallet. So if you come back here, from here you can able to fetch the balance of your wallet. So right now I'm connected with the Polygon and you can see the actual balance because right now I'm connected with the mainnet. I can disconnect. I can click here and I'm connected with the mainnet. I can click here and I can switch back to a different network. So you can simply pick that. There's no problem in that. Here you will find the MATI balance. I have the USD balance 0 and USDC balance is 0. You can simply close this one. It will work absolutely fine. So this is the wallet section we have. Now the next section we have is the contract section. So if I click here, you will find that you can simply give the address of the contract and it's going to fetch out the entire contract from the live. So the feature I have included for Ethereum blockchain, but you can simply customize based on your requirement. So this is the contract address which I have on the Ethereum blockchain. So I can simply paste the address of the contract and I can click on this analysis. It's going to do the analysis of the contract and it's going to fetch out the entire smart contract, and you will find the name of the contract, the version, the license identifier, the optimizer, and you can simply click here and it will redirect you to the exchange. There you will find the details about the contract and all the transaction is happening. You can come back here and you can able to find the entire smart contract which you can use for doing the analysis. So you can see it's happening. It's a pretty huge contract they have written for their token. So if you want to save in your project, you can simply click on this save and click on this OK. The project is saved in your code editor. So you can come back here in the full section and you will find, if you click on this contract, you will find that the project is saved. You can click here and you will find the complete smart contract right up here, and you can able to do the editing. You can rewrite it and you can try to analyze it, or you can simply try to generate the report. So if you click on this, it's going to have it here, and you can simply click on this analysis and it's going to simply generate the report of this particular smart contract, that what are the improvement you can do, what are the variables they have included. So that's all we have. So it's really powerful. You can see how easily every single thing is happening. We are fetching the contract and saving in our project, and we are analyzing it, and this will help you to learn Solidity smart contract faster, because you can easily able to do the analysis properly, and you can easily able to interact with the existing contract which is already there on the live chain. So this one is really powerful. It's taking a little bit time because I'm using an AI model behind this thing. You can see security level is high. You can able to find all the function and the variables which they have used, and you can able to find the no entrancy. That's all is there. It's a ERC20 token contract. So every single thing looks absolutely perfect. That's how you can do the analysis of a smart contract. You can simply paste the address and you can able to fetch it. So if I paste it one more time, click on this, I can able to have the contract which I got it. So that's the one thing. The next section we have is the GitHub repository, and from here you can able to save your profile. So you can see I have already saved my profile. I can do the editing, and I can do the editing all of these details. So I can go with this, and I can change the name is to be that the same. You can do that. Here you can able to save the property. If I want to cancel, I can simply cancel it, or I can do the editing. I can do that. I can save it. If I want to add the project, right now you can see I have added one project, or if I want to delete it, I can do that. So I can simply copy this one, I can delete this one, and I can simply add a new project. So if I want to add, I can click here and I can give all of these details. For example, I want to give the name, let's give a description. You have to give the project repository. So I can simply provide the image URL. You can give the tag. So I'll say Web3, click on the save. The moment you will do that, so that's how you can save the project. I hope you understand that how you can simply save the GitHub repository and you can use it straight away in your project. Looks absolutely perfect. You can click one more time and you can add the details and you can save one more profile. Looks good. So that's the GitHub section. Now we have the most important thing is the exchange. So if I click here you will find that we are getting the actual trade data from the blockchain. You can able to find that which currency we have picked. So right now we are doing the analysis of Bitcoin. You can able to see the pricing changes in 30 days. This is the data for the market cap. This is the all-time high. This is the current supply. This is the volume. You can able to see the price chart, and you can able to track that what was the price according to the time period. We have the trading volume, which you can see. We can see the market indicator and all of this. If I come back here, if I want to do the analysis of any other token, I can simply click on this Ethereum, and you're going to switch the entire data based on Ethereum. You can see it's changed. Right now, all the data we are getting for the Ethereum, the all-time high project, and you can able to find the trade volume. Obviously, it's going to have a huge trade volume because it's a native currency and we have a lot of contracts going on the Ethereum. In the same way, you can click here, you can come back to the BNB, and there you can able to track down all the transaction happening in the BNB. You can able to say with the time period, but 7 days is enough for doing the analysis. So in the same way, I can go with the, let's say I can go with Sol, and I can able to do the transaction. Right now you can see I'm having the rate limit because I'm using the free API, which is enough. That's why I'm having this rate limit. So I can simply come back to the Ethereum, and you can see I'm still having this particular issue because I'm having the rate limit and I have used my free credit. So this credit will restore after 5 to 10 minutes, so you can do the analysis. Okay, looks perfect. Now I can come back to the setting, and from there I can able to set all of this data. The general setup I can perform in my project in my VS Code. So right now we have only dark mode because that's one is looking good. From here you can able to set the font size. You can able to have the word wrap, show minimum, auto compile, which is just a demo one. And from here you can able to save your API key. So we are using OpenAI in this particular project. So make sure to create your API key, and that's what you have to save here. And you have to select the model which you want to use it. And here you have to save your Etherscan API key and click on the save. The moment you will save it, everything is ready. You can able to use the API key like the AI analysis system, and you can also use the fetch contract model. So this is the complete code editor we have. I hope you have understood that it's really powerful. You can able to do the auditing of the smart contract with the help of AI. You can able to see the contracts, and this will help you a lot to gain you understanding about how Web3 SaaS exactly work and how you can build different model on top of it, because right now there is a huge demand for the Web3 Saas which can facilitate the developer as well as the user. So this will help you a lot if you really want to audit the smart contract, try to learn about it and create a separate environment where you can do the project and auditing. You can easily able to launch this. There is no problem in. So this is the complete overview of the project. It's really powerful. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included in this particular project. Now, if I come back to the exchange, you will see right now the rate limits is got stored, and we can able to have the data about the Bitcoin, which is happening, and all the trade volume. And this is what exactly we're going to develop from scratch, where you're going to master every single toolings, every single technology, which we have included, that how you can integrate AI model into your project and take the reference from there and provide better feature to your users. This is what exactly coming up in the project, and I have already provided all the resources which you need to develop this particular application, the full and file structure. So you can simply come back to Coder. There you will find all the project we have built on our channel. So build at least 5 projects. Then you will gain the understanding about the smart contract and how to build a Web3 SaaS model. So click back here, come back to the source code section. There you will find all the project we have developed on our channel. These are the advanced projects ready to use in the industry project we have, which you can simply follow it and start building. Build at least 5. So click on this recent project, and here you will find in which I have provided all the resources. I have also given you the code that how you have to do the setup once you will take the final source code and what are the exactly things we could develop. So click on this get now. You will come back here, click on this get starter file, and you will come back to the GitHub repository, and then you can able to see what are the tools and softwares we are utilizing for building this particular application. So you can able to find the folder and file structure, the model we have used, the description, that's all is there. So make sure to check. That's all you will find. If you come back to the package.json file, you will find that we are using the latest model for building this particular application. We are using Next.js 14. We are using the latest React model. So every single thing is advanced. So make sure to clone the repository. We're going to start working together. Now come back to the blockchain coder. Now let me show you how to do the setup if you will take the final source code and you will give your valuable contribution to my team. So simply click on this buy and download the source code. So we'll take the final source code. You will get the zip file. Make sure to extract the zip file and you will get this particular folder. If you open that, in that you will have the complete source code of this particular project. So this is the folder we have to open in our VS Code. So I'll simply click on my VS Code, go back to open, go back to desktop, and I have this particular folder which I have extracted. So simply drag and drop here and close this one. Let's make on the big screen. And now let me give you a complete walkthrough that how we have designed the entire architecture of the project and how you have to initialize it. So the very first folder we have is the app, in which we have this 2 file, layout and page.js. So this is going to be our starting page of our application, where we have all the component which we have coded for this particular project. We have the layout section where we have designed that how we have to simply display our application. So you don't touch anything. Every single thing is dynamic. I will tell you what are the changes you have to do. So close this one, close this one. Now we have the component section. In that we have all the component which we have developed for this application. So the very first one we have is the analysis section, which is going to do the analysis of our smart contract, and we are using the AI model into it. So that's all the code which you will find we have written in this particular project. So you don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. Every single thing is dynamic. The next one we have is the common, because we have to use button, drop down, model. So this is the common component we have, which we are using. The next one we have is the crypto analysis. There you will find all the data about the crypto exchange, which we are displaying. We are using CoinGecko for latest data transaction happening on the blockchain and the exchange which users are doing. That's all you will find. We have written huge lines of code for this particular section. So simply close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is deploy. It's just a dummy component we have created. Just leave it as it is. The next one we have is the editor, in which you will have the complete editing portion where we are providing the user to simply do the editing and write the smart contract. And we have done the multiple configuration based on the extensions and based on the comma, space. That's all we have highlighted here. We have the tab system, so user can click and they can go to different tabs which we have built. So this is our code editor section we have. The next one we have is the explore, in which we are exploring the smart contract. Means we are fetching the smart contract from the blockchain, and that's what we are having in our code editor and doing the analysis and saving and all. So that's all the code we have coded for it. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the layout section. So we have designed the layout for our file explorer. We have the main panel. We have the sidebar with a multiple navigation. So if you want to keep it some side portion, you can keep it, or if you want to remove, you can simply remove this else block if you don't want to provide any other features. So that's what we have here. The next one we have is the profile, where we are displaying the profile about the people, so they can easily able to save the details about their GitHub profile, and They can save their GitHub projects. That's all we have here. The next one we have is the setting, where we are allowing user to do the setting based on their preferences. So they can save their API key and they can save their OpenAI key right from here, or they can provide other details. And this particular data is going to be in their local storage. So only they can have the access. So that's all we have here. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the wallet, where we are providing the user to connect with multiple wallet. You can see we are getting this RPC URL from our environment variable, and that's what we are providing, because we are providing user to simply fetch the balance of the wallet address. And here you will find we have highlighted couple of popular token like USDT, USDC, WrapE based on the network. That's all we have highlighted here. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to change anything. If you want to add any particular token, you can simply add it here. That's all you will find. And here we have the network which we are providing. So if you want to remove any one of the network option, you can remove it, or if you can add it. That's all is there. So this is the huge code we have coded in this wallet panel. The next one we have is the client. So this particular section will handle the error if anything goes wrong in the API key, or if anything wrong done by the user. So it will throw an error. So this is the component we have created which is going to handle the error. So you don't need to touch anything. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. So this is the component we have for our application. You don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. The next one we have is the context, in which we have this 3 file. This is the code editor, code context. So this is the huge line of code we have written for our code context management. The next one we have is the file system save. So this will allow us to first display the default message when the user will come for the very first time, and it will allow us to save the data into their local system and fetching. Then we have this wallet connect, which allow the user to connect their wallet with the MetaMask, and we can get the details about their wallet and we can display in the application. That's the huge line of code we have written. So we have 3 different contexts for 3 different features. Close this one. The next one we have is the hook. So this is the additional hook we have included. Just keep it as it is. This is the save file and use wallet. Close this one. The next one we have is the libraries, in which we are using the file save, which allow us to save the document. It has all the feature which allows them to save the files to the storage based on the contract and based on the existing file. So we have 2 different model which will coordinate automatically according to the requirement. So it's absolutely perfect. Now close this one. Come back here. We have the public, in which we have the icon. So you can put your icon. Right now I have put this particular icon, but you can replace you can come back here and you can keep all the icons for the blockchain like files, Ethereum. That's all you have. So close this one. Close this one. The next one we have the style. So we have written the entire CSS code, because we are using the Tailwind CSS in our project. So we have done the configuration, and here we have done the setup in the styling and the color pattern. Now come back to the most important thing, which is the environment variable. So come click here. All you have to do is to simply get your RPC URL. So we are using this particular provider, ankr.com, and you have to use the exact provider because it's a public. And when you will create your account to this particular provider, it will give you the RPC endpoint. Make sure you have to use your own. Anyway, I'm going to give you this particular one, but it has number of limits. So once the credit is over, this API key, it will not work. So you have to get your own API key. Got it? I will show you how you can get it. So just wait. Close this one. Now you can come back to the code setup. So here I have given all the details that how you have to do the setup. So here I have given the timestamp, and this video which I'm recording, that's what I'm going to attach here. So you have to watch. So you have to watch this particular video, in which I have explained every single thing that how you have to do the setup of the project and what exactly you have got. I have given the timestamp. Finger, which currently giving 75% discount. So it will give you amazing discount, and you can easily able to launch this particular application on Hostinger, which I will show you. If you face any problem related to the setup part, or if you have any confusion, you can simply send an email right up here, provide all of these details, and will help you and explain you the code. So close this one. The next one we have is the packages and file. There you will find all the packages which we are using in our project. This is our dev dependency. Here we have the packages, which is the latest one, and here we have the different start models. So first we're going to test on the dev environment, then we're going to run the build command, and we're going to make it on the internet. We're going to deploy it, and the rest to be fine. Here I have given all the instruction about this particular code editor in the readme file, which you can have a look, and all the important resources which you need, that's all is given, so you can have a look from your end. Here we have the Tailwind CSS file, and that's the general setup we have. So this is the complete folder and file structure we have in our project. I hope you have understood every single thing. Now let's try to get our environment variable. So first thing we have to get is the environment variable. So click here. So you have to get the environment variable for every single blockchain. You can see we are giving multiple options like Ethereum, Hostly, Sofali, Polygon, Polygon MOI, Binance, Arbitrum, Optimum. So what you can do, you can simply come back here, copy this particular URL, and you can open a new tab. Simply let's minimize this one. Open a new tab, paste here, and you will come back to the website. Or you can simply come back here, type ARKM, and you will come back. You will find the very first link, click on this, and you will come back here to the site, RPC URL project. I have already created my account. Make sure to create your account because this time the global endpoint is not working. You have to use your specific API key. So what you have to do is come back here and click on this chain. And from here, you will find all the blockchain endpoints. So you have to get it one by one. So if I want to get it for Ethereum, I can click here and I will come back to my dashboard. I can simply click on this and I can copy for the Ethereum mainnet. If you want to get it from testnet, you can get it here. So simply copy this one. And that's what you have to provide right up here. Right up here. So you have to get your own because this particular ID API key will change based on your account. So this is the way you have to simply get it for every single blockchain. Hope you have understood. So you have got with the Ethereum. Now you can simply close this one, come back here, go back to the endpoint section, and you can simply find or you can simply search for any other blockchain and just simply paste right up here. So make sure to get your all environment variable. That's the one thing you have to do. Now you have to get your Etherscan API key, which you're going to provide to the installation. And after that, we're going to simply configure our API key for OpenAI and Etherscan. So first thing you have to do is to open up your terminal and check your node version. So if I check my node version, I have the latest one. There is no problem in that. I can simply do the installation and you can see the installation will start. It might take a little bit time depending on your net speed, internet speed. So you have to wait and give some time. It will prepare the package, then it's going to start the downloading process of the packages. So you can see I got the node module, but there is few things in that and I have already done the installation. It's happened very quickly. I'm getting this particular warning, a critical severity vulnerability, because I'm using a combination of the latest and the old version of the package and I'm focusing more towards the stability. So it's not a big deal. It's a general notification. Just keep it as it is. You don't need to run this particular command. Okay. So all I have to do is to simply clear up my terminal. I have done the installation. Now I have to simply run the dev command. This particular command I have to run. Simply type npm run dev, and here you will find that our application is started on localhost 3000. I can simply copy. You can see it's ready. Every single thing is good. Now I can simply come back to my browser. I'm going to open a new tab, paste the URL, hit enter, and here you will find that our application is started on localhost 3000. So it will take a little bit time because it's preparing. Then I'm going to start it. And here you can see our code editor is live. And I already have this particular project which I have created by default. And it's saved in my local storage. So if I come back here, if I go to my local storage and if I clear it up, you will find the details will be not reflecting here. So if I come back to the local storage, click on the storage, and here you will have this clear site data. And it will be clear. So we have no data available here. Now you can simply give a refresh. You will find that we have removed all the folder and files which we have created earlier and there is no data available. So if I click here, there is only one contract is there. This is the default one. So this is what exactly you will have in your end. So simply close this one. Now the very first thing you have to do is that you can simply create a file. So if I come back here and I can create a file, say solidity.sol, I can click on this create and the file is created. It's created outside because I have to select here and I have to create inside this. So I'll say file.sol. I can simply close this one and I can click on this create and I have created the file. So that's how you can create a file and you can write it down. This looks perfect. Now the next one we have is the AI section. So right now I can come back here and if I want to do the analysis, I can simply click on the contract. So this is the one which I have. I can click on the save or I can click on this analysis and the contract will be reflecting fine. Now you will have an option right up here called setting, and here you have to set your OpenAI key and you have to select the model which you want to use it. So I'll go with the GPT-4 and you have to simply paste your OpenAI key, and this API key will be stored in your local storage. So you are using only for yourself. Okay. So we are providing the higher security and keeping your API key in your browser so no one can get it. It will save in your local storage. So to get the API key, you can simply click on this and it will take you right up here in the API key section. And here you're able to find the details. So I have already created a bunch of API key which you can able to find, and you can create your own. So what I will do, I'll simply click on this API key and I can simply give a name. So I'll say testing. I can simply come back here. I can want to select the default. I want to have all the feature. Click on this API key. So it will be generated my API key. I can simply copy my API key. Click on done. So this is how you can create your OpenAI key. OpenAI is not free anymore. You have to buy the credit to use it. So I have already bought the service and this is my actual account which hold a lot of projects. So I got my API key. Now I can come back to the project and I can simply give my API key. So I'm going to simply hide it. So this is my API key. I will select this model. Once you provide your save now. Now you can simply click on this analysis and it's going to make a call to our OpenAI and it's going to do the analysis of the smart contract, and then we'll have the data about our contract and its analysis. So just wait. It's doing the analysis. Once it will complete, you will have the complete data about this particular smart contract. So you can see we got all of these details. Every single thing is good we have in the smart contract. So that's how you can provide your OpenAI key and do the setup. Got it? Now if you come back to the wallet, you can able to find the network. I'm already disconnected, so click on this, click on connect, and it's going to connect automatically. I can come back here. I can simply do the logout. So I'm logged out. If I click on the disconnect, if I click on the connect, it's going to open up my pop-up. I can give my password and I will be connected. I can able to see the balance, the network I'm connected. Every single thing is dynamic. Perfect. Now the next one we have is the contract. So you can able to fetch the contract. Right now I haven't set my API key, so I have to set my API key. So I'm using Etherscan. So come back to the Etherscan and make sure to create your account, verify your account, and it will take like 12 hours to get fully activated. So I have already my account. I'll go back to my dashboard and from here I can able to create my API key. So I have already created my API key. In a free account you can create up to 3. So I will simply collect my API key and that's what I will use it. So I'll simply come back here. I will go back to the setting and from here I can able to set my API key. So click on this, paste and save it. And I have saved my API key. Now you can come back here and you can see that option is gone. Now you can simply paste the address of the contract which you want to get from the Ethereum blockchain. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here. So I can come back here and right now I have this particular contract. So I can paste the address, hit enter. You can see this is the verified contract we have on the Ethereum. This contract is verified. If I want to get the contract, all I have to do is to simply copy the address. So I have already copied the address. Come back here. Now I can paste here and I click on this search. It's going to simply fetch the contract from the Ethereum and it will give me this one. I can click on the save and it will be saved in my project. So say no thanks. Come back here and it will be saved in my project. Perfect. So that's how you can get the contract and you can save in your repository and you can do the analysis. So if you can click here and it will do the analysis of the smart contract and you will have the complete report for this particular contract which we have got from the exchange and we are displaying right up here. So just wait, it's happening. It's loading and doing the analysis of our smart contract and it's going to generate the entire report, because this is how you have to generate the report and you have to deliver to your client. So you will see all of these details. We got it. We have designed this particularly perfect model. Now you can come back to the GitHub repository and from here you can able to add your profile. So you can give your name. So I'll go back to my repository, Daulat. I can give a name, say Daulat Hussain. You can give your URL. So I'll come back to the blockchain coder. This is what I can provide. I can simply copy and I can give the URL. I can give the, let's say, copy this text. I can give the website, or I can simply copy this, paste here, and I can say, and I can save my profile. So here I have saved my profile. User can click and they can visit. If I want to do the editing, I can do that. In the same way, you can simply save your project the way I have explained. Now you can come back to the exchange. There you will find all the current pricing and the transaction which is happening on the exchange. You can able to select the coin which you want to do the analysis. For example, if I want to go with the Shiba Inu, I can select and I can see the market cap, the market caps, current supply, all-time high. That's all you can able to track. You can see right now it's slid down and that's all you will find here. You can pick any other one like Chainlink and you will find the data. Right now I'm getting this rate limit because I have made multiple requests and there is a limit in a minute which you can make. So that's all is there. You can come back to the setting and you can able to save these details. So we have already done the save. Click on this and you can able to do the editing. So this is what exactly you're going to build from scratch. Every single thing is working fine. And this is really powerful because when you will start working on a decentralized SaaS model, where you're going to build tools on the blockchain, providing better facilities, this is what exactly you going to build and going to interact with. So you have to understand the model. This project is absolutely ready. You can simply launch it and make it live, and you can simply make money out of it. You can add a subscription model, you can add a ad campaign for particular project. That's tons of things which you can do. So this is what exactly we're going to develop. Now let me show you that how you can simply host this particular application to Hostinger. Come back to the code editor. You can see our application is running. Simply close this one, close this one. Now open up your terminal, open up your package.json file, and this time you have to run this particular build. Type npm run build, hit enter. It's going to simply compile our entire project. You can see it's compiling, creating the optimized version which we can use for deploying. And here you can see we have compiled successfully. It's giving us the warnings, but we have to simply bypass this, and we have already done that bypass right up here. So you don't need to worry about it because we have to use the static model. So we have successfully generated our folder, out folder, and we have the complete source code, and this is the folder we have to upload to our Hostinger dashboard. So I'll simply close this one, close this one. Now let me show you how you can deploy this application online so other can start using your project. So you can come back to the readme file, and there you will find all the details I have provided, that which hosting provider you have to use. So you can use Hostinger, which is really powerful, and they have incredible support. They have backup system, and currently they are offering more than 55% discount. So you can simply copy this one, and you can simply copy, come back here, click on this, paste this URL. And when you will use this particular URL, you will get 50 to 70% discount on your first purchase. So from here, you can able to read about this particular hosting provider. It's really powerful, and they have an incredible support and backup system. So currently they are offering in a very cheap price. I'm from India, but no matter which part of the world you are, you will get a 75% discount in all the services which they are providing. So if you come back here, you can able to compare that which package you want to take. So if you are starting up with a small project, you can pick this one, but I would highly encourage you to take the premium one, which is very much affordable, and you can easily able to have a lot of feature in that. So you can see what you will get in the premium. You can pick any one. Starter, for this one is for single website, and this one is for multiple website, in which you will have a lot of extra feature. So you will have up to 10 website you can host, manage Hostinger, like monthly visitor, storage. That's all you will find. You will also get a free domain in the premium plan, which you can use it. You will have a dedicated IPFS. If you want to use WordPress management, you can do that. If you can see the AI hosting builder, you will get that. You will have the security modules. You will have the support. So they will give you incredible support. Like all the project which I have built, the support is absolutely incredible. What are the other things you will get? You can simply compare your plan. So you can pick either single if you are going with this particular project, or you can go with the premium if you want to scale it up and have more visitor. So I'm going to buy the premium feature for this particular project for deploying. So click on this choose plan, and you will come back here. So you can create your account. I'll go to select Google for it, click here, and I have to pick my account which I'm going to use for creating. So I'll select this one and just move it in my cart section. So here I can able to find the details about the service which I have picked. It's a premium one, and by default it will be selected 48 month. But I want to show you as a demo purpose, so I will go with 1 month. But I would encourage you to pick either for 24, or you can go for 48 month. In that way, you will have the maximum discount. So I'll pick 1 month, and here it's going to cost me this. And I want to also get the domain, because currently to get a free domain, it's available in 12-month plan. So if you buy the 12-month plan, then you will get a free domain, but it's not available in 1 month. So I'm going to simply buy a domain right from here. So I'll say coders dash projects. So this is the domain name which I'm going to pick. And here you will find that what are the domain name is available. So you can pick from yours end. And I have to find the like cheapest one is going to be this one. It's very cheap, and it's going to be valid for 1 year. So finally I have bought the domain. It's valid for 1 year, and I can select the extension I want to use if I want to pick any one, but I'm okay with this, the store one. And this much money I have to pay, so I have to simply click on this continue, and here it's going to redirect me right up here. Finally I'm redirect here in the payment page. So let me quickly make the payment. So I'm buying two things, like first is the hosting premium and the domain, and you can see that I'm paying very minimum. It's just for 1 month I'm buying. So let me continue with the payment. So finally I've done with the payment. After completing payment, I'm really right here. So you can simply select my or my business, and you can simply click on next, and it will ask you a couple of things that how you want to create, like migrate a website, grant as a developer to do for me, or you can simply go to this test. Here it will ask you to pick different providers, like you want to use hosting a website builder, or you can do anything. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to open a new tab, because once you do that, you can simply come back here to Hostinger, or I can simply copy this one to get it to my account. So I'll simply paste here. So make sure come back to the Hostinger. We have done with account creation. Now I can simply log into my account straight away. And finally, you can see after creating my account, I have successfully logged in, and you can able to find the dashboard. Now I can easily able to see all the details. So if I come back to the domains, there you will find that my portfolio, I can able to see the domain which I have bought. So this is the one which I have bought, and I haven't done the setup. So to do that, I can simply click on this setup, and here it will ask me that how I want to do the setup. I can set the country, which is India. I can set it for personal, or I cannot set it for organization. So you can set it for anything. The setup is going to be exactly the same. So let's select for organization, click on next step. And here you have to fill out all the details about your domain. So it would be registered. So make sure to fill out the details properly. Now I can click on this finish registration, and here you will find that my domain is getting registered based on the detail which I have provided. So that's the first thing you have to do. Go back to your domain and do the proper registration. So you will have a valid domain available which you can use in your project. So here you can see it will complete soon. So the setup is completed. Now I can click on this continue, and I will come back to my dashboard. And here you will find the details. If you go back to the domain, then you will find that the domain verification isn't pending because it's happening, the verification now. Soon it will complete. Now, once we're done with that, now you can come back to the website, and here you will find the list of websites. So click here, and right now we don't have any website yet. So what we have to do is we have to simply upload the code we have generated. So we say start, continue setup, click here, and you will come back here, and here you will ask you that how you want to provide and host the application. So we'll say empty HTML website. So click on this, and from here you have to pick the domain, which one you want to use. So this is the domain which we have bought. So I'm going to select this one. I've selected that. Now I can click on this next, and it's going to simply go to the next step. And from here I can select the region of my location. So based on your audience where you are targeting, you have to pick. I will go with India, which is going to cover almost every single portion. So I'll simply select continue, and here the project is initialized. So we are successfully creating the project. Let's wait. Once the project will create successfully, then we can easily able to perform the transaction. And here you will come back to your dashboard. From there you can able to control the entire website. Here you will find all the thing which you have in your control, like hosting plan. You can able to check the performance, you can able to check the analytics, security, email, domain, website files. That's all you will find here. Right now you can see we have selected this domain. That's what we have connected, and currently this domain is not activated. It will take up to 24 hours because just now we have created and bought the domain. And here you will find the details about the domain. So if you click here, and you will have the details about the domain, the activation, the verification is in the process, the email ID, and the price. That's all you will find. If you come back to the DNS name server, from here you can able to configure any DNS which you want to configure, like you can child name DNS. That's all you will find. Domain ownership, that's all you can able to check. So come back here, I'll go back to the home, and here we will find all the projects. So I'll go back here, go back to the website list, and I can select the website I have, go back to my dashboard. So I'll come back to my dashboard. This is the hosting, this is the email. So if you want to set the email, you can do that. Now we have to upload our code. So our website is running smoothly. Now to upload the code, all we have to do is to simply click on this file manager, and it will open this particular model, and from here you have to upload our file. So we have to simply click here, go open this particular folder, and we can simply delete this one. It's not that important. Simply delete this one, and we have to upload the folder. So click here, and here we can simply upload a folder or upload a file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply close this one. I'm going to open my project which we have here. So this is the one we have, and this is the output folder we have generated. In that we have the complete source code of the project. So all we have to do is to simply select this one. You can see the folder and files is got uploaded successfully. Here we have all of things. Let me give a quickly reload. And here we have uploaded that. Now you will find that, come back to the package.json, the file manager, and you will find the files we have uploaded successfully. It's a reflecting dashboard, and I can simply come back here. I have to wait for at least 24 hours to get it activated. Once we'll activate, the website is live and you are easily able to interact and make the transaction. If you want to clear the cache, what happened, we make any changes in the project and we don't want to have the same copy of the code in different browsers, so we have to clear the caches. We can simply click here and you can able to clear all the cache. So let's call this clear cache, and the cache is clear. So it will take up to 24 hours to get fully activated. I hope now you have understood that how you can easily able to deploy application to Hostinger and how you can make it live. Once it will get fully activated, the link will appear here and you can easily able to view the application. So I have to wait for 24 hours. So I hope you have understood that how you can deploy application to Hostinger and how you can manage it. And finally, our application is live online. You can able to see all of the things are looking great. We don't have any issue. All the things which I have saved, every single thing is great. So this is how you can make your application live. You can able to have the details. Every single thing is looking great. If you check the responsiveness of this application, this is absolutely perfect and very flexible. You can simply toggle between light and full. That's all you can do. So that's how you can deploy your application to Hostinger. I hope you have understood every single thing we have in this project, how every single thing is working, what are the features we have included, and what are the things we have in this particular project. That's the only thing I want to cover in this video. You can come back to the blockchain coder, and from there you can able to get the starter file and save it, or you can take the final source code and you know how to do the setup. Or if you want, you can simply come back to the blockchain pro, and there you will master complete blockchain development from scratch. You will learn all the required technology which you have to know in terms of Solidity smart contract, in terms of dApp development, all the tools and software which you need to know as a Web3 developer. So every single thing is given right up here. So simply have a look. You will understand every single thing. So that's the only thing from my end. I hope you have understood every single thing about the project and what exactly we will develop. So with that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.